Welcome back. It is 6:44. After months of rumors, speculation, and hype, Apple finally unveiled its new Apple Watch. Prices range from $349 all the way to $10,000 for an 18-karat gold watch. Questions remain over whether there's actually a market for these, and that is why we bring in our techspert Dan Thompson with more. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, so these Apple unveilings are always pretty fascinating because they get people talking about all kinds of stuff. What was your thoughts when you saw just the unveiling yesterday?
The unveiling, I mean, the watch, there was not just a whole lot of surprises around this because back last September we kind of got the nuts and bolts of it. However, we did learn some important new details. But I gotta say that my knee-jerk reaction when they started talking about the one that's $10,000, which by the way, there's one that's $17,000.
What?
Yeah. So when they started talking about a $10,000 watch, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, if you got $10,000 to blow on a watch, please call me because I have some things that you can do with your money that will actually change people's lives, not buy a watch. Right. I digress. Anyway, so the Apple Watch, yeah, totally interesting. If you're an Apple fan, this is going to work really well with the stuff that you already have. So if you use an iPhone, if you're on a Mac all the time, this is going to be a nice complement to. Oh, that's interesting. Those are some older images there, but anyway, this is going to be a nice complement to the devices that you have already. However, the statement that you made at the very beginning, is there even a market for these things? That is what is going to be fun to watch and see if it plays out because these things are not inexpensive. The Sport starts out at $350. The one that you and I would wear, so the bigger face one for men, is actually $400.
That's not the one I'd wear. I don't have that money.
Well, right, yeah, me either. Talking about. but arguably the one that you actually want is the Apple Watch, and those things start out around $500. Wow. So this is not an inexpensive device, and there are no cell phone companies, at least that I know of anyway, they're going to be supplementing these things. So you're going to pay $500 for this device.
I just think it looks kind of cool, and I'm an Android guy myself, but it looks to me like it may work. But
it does.
Other companies have tried it, and not succeeded.
That's right. That's right.
What's different about this one?
So Apple is definitely late to the game on this device. Other companies are on their second and third generations of smartwatches. What's interesting about Apple is Apple, especially the last several years, has been sort of behind the curve. They've not been the one, shocking the industry with this new development. However, they are really good at marketing. They are really good at making devices that look nice, and they are really good at making user interfaces that are easy to use. They're sort of natural, although if you watch some of the hands-on videos that came out yesterday, there was some learning curve to the interface, but I mean, you understand that as soon as you use it, it'll be good to go.
All right, so it makes a fashion statement. What are some of the practical things this watch will do?
Yeah, so it's just like, a lot of the other smartwatches, it has a heart rate monitor built into it. It'll monitor your steps. You have things that they call glances, which show you things like maybe the weather, maybe, your activity over some period of time. You can check your email on it. You can do phone calls from it, although I think it might be a little Dick Tracy-like to use your watch in that matter.
FaceTime with the watch?
They didn't mention FaceTime. They didn't mention anything about a camera being on the device, but anything that you've been using your iPod for or your iPhone for, basically, you can use it. You do have to have an iPhone, though, so you'll have to pair the watch with the phone, which is kind of par for the course for these smartwatches. Without it, there won't be much use in it. However, we did learn yesterday that it connects via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so the phone doesn't necessarily have to be in your pocket, just needs to be in the building with you somewhere. All right. So that's kind of nice as well.
Dan, thanks. You're sticking around for Fox?
Absolutely.
All right, hang on just 1 minute. We want to go now to weather with Matt Sanderson. The weather with Matt Sanderson. Matt, over.
Hey, Russell, I was going to try this, but it really wouldn't look cool at all. So I'm going to roll right along to the weather and talk about the rain we're going to